Hello everyone and welcome to another Alliance War video. Today we have the second war of the season and we are against ZEEN. So, going into the first fight, we have a rank 5 unascended Penny Parker here on node 8. We're going to be using Venom. So the objective here is basically to try not to trigger the rage, try to use light attacks as much as possible. And the idea was to use special ones to eat up any fury buffs that she got. However, you'll soon see that I end up accidentally going above a bar of power, so I end up just not throwing any specials. But that's okay. You know, this Penny is just a little bit of a take it slow fight, let the bleeds do their thing, try not to have any rage stacks where possible. Obviously, the glancing does get removed a bit quicker due to the endurance passives, but we blocked the special 2 and we're just using light attacks. We don't have to worry too much about the auto block because Venom is power drain immune against techs and power burn immune, so we don't have to worry about that. I used the relic there just because I did get caught out by surprise, but she's nearly dead. And there we go. The bleeds tick her down, and rank 5 Penny on node 8 in 58 seconds, so not terrible. Next up, we have Pavita on node 17. This is the stun immune and the buff node where they get, I think it's like energized buffs when they gain a buff, but Pavita doesn't gain buffs. He just evades when you get buffs. So we're using Sorcerer Supreme. The idea here is pretty much to get the slow on as soon as possible, because that will reduce the evadability accuracy. Now, this node does have 100% extra ability accuracy, but due to the low evade chance anyway, I'm not too worried about it. We've got the armor break and we've got 2 slows on, so now that will completely stop him from evading. We get 2 slows, 2 armor breaks, we're power draining him, or shall I say power stealing him. And this fight is actually nearly done now. We bait out the special 2, and one more special 2 gets him to 4%, and then we just finish him off here with a special 1. Nice and easy, nice and simple, and down goes Pavita. So, the next fight, this is the one I was worried about in this war. So this is a rank 5 ascended Ruby Thursday on node 20. So the idea I had here was basically to try not to let her use special 1, and to be wary of the auto block charges. But as you'll learn in a minute, I do not keep an eye on these auto block charges, and this fight gets pretty messy. So, I get auto-block there, I immediately lose the indestructible, so I now have to be very wary about baiting out a special 3. So, we use the special 1 here. I need to try not to backdash twice, because I do not want to get the regen going on her, because that could be really dangerous. I choose to block this just to avoid the regen, but now I'm in a bit of trouble. I use the relic for an opening. We do a couple of combos, and then I just throw on a special 1 just so I can get some bleeds going, keep ticking her down. I do get hit with a heavy attack there. I'm basically just holding block, and I was just trying my best here not to let her throw special 2, because that could have been very dangerous. But there goes the organic circuitry. She now can't throw special 2, so now I'm basically safe to finish her off. Just had to get a parry on, and down she goes. So, not the cleanest Ruby fight, but the main thing I was worried about there was her throwing a special 2, but thankfully she didn't do so. Now we have a Heimdall here on node 29. We're going to be using Sorcerer Supreme. And this fight is pretty easy. It's very quick. So the idea here is to basically get the slow on as soon as possible so that he can't go unstoppable, and so that I can basically nullify any buffs that he gets. And then after that, it's pretty much just nuke him down without letting him throw a special, because we're going to be getting power gain from his buffs, which is going to be feeding my own. And he's down to 50%. We're at another special 2. We're going to throw another one. This is going to get him down to pretty much his invulnerability. And then a little bit early, but we can just throw this, and into block, this is easily going to finish him off. So that fight was honestly not a threat at all. I had an invulnerability boost in case he threw a special 3, but He didn't, so all fine. So now we have a rank 5 Ascension 2 Sandman on node 40. We're going to be using Lumitrix here. So the idea here is to basically light medium or medium light once we build up the endurance, and use the knockdowns to basically get more evade charges, and basically just rinse and repeat until we get to special 3, and then we should be able to finish him off by that point. So we can safely punish this. I go for the heavy again. And then we block, use a light, knock him down with a heavy. So now we can get another lot of charges. Get one more heavy so that I can safely bait this special 1 again and punish it without worrying about him evading. The endurance is going to allow us to get the petrifies off very quickly. And so here, I don't know why I threw that into his block, but I did. But it doesn't matter because we can special 2. And this fight's now over. Combo into Relic, into another combo, and yeah, he's gone. So very, very clean fight. No damage taken, and just under a minute for a rank 5 Ascension 2. Next, we have Baron Zemo on node 47. This is one of my favorite fights to take with Sorcerer Supreme, because even if the block damage gets out of hand, it does not matter because she simply heals it all back up. So yeah, the idea here is basically get a special 1 off straight away to get the regeneration active, and then it's pretty much just spam specials until he dies. I don't have to worry about the unstoppable because we get the slow debuffs. Obviously, I need to be careful at least to make sure that he's actually got the debuff on before I try and trigger the unstoppable. But right now, we're just trying to slowly whittle him down. We can special 1 here in a minute, I think. So this will start to get rid of the Furies, which is fine because we've got power control. We've got the regeneration. We're just going to take this nice and slowly. Get another regen on block passive active. Starting to tick down a little bit now. He's now run out of his charges, so we've got the slow on. So we're now safe for the unstoppable. We're going to dash in again. Use the special 1 just to keep those Furies on a low end. I got a little bit lucky there. I missed the stand-up, but we managed to backdash. We're still building up the debuffs. We're able to pause what he's already got. We're going to do one more special 2 here. Now we're going to bait the special 2. We're just going to dex this. Nice and easy. Use the relic for a nice opening. We're going to use one more special 2, I think. He's down at 26%. We're still at full health. I just block this because we're going to regen it anyway. We've got 6 stacks of regen. So by this point, it doesn't matter how much I block. I'm just going to regen way more than I need to. This fight is nearly over. And by this point, I could have just thrown the special 3, honestly, a little while ago. You'll see why in a second. So this is obviously going to finish him off. But the special 3 actually did 360k damage. I could have thrown that a lot earlier and finished the fight a lot quicker, but it doesn't matter. Lastly, we have node 49 Mysterio. We took this last war as well. This one is not going to go as well as in War 1. So, unfortunately, I got a little bit of bad RNG with the buffs at the start. And I also get very bad RNG with my bleeds here. So that's now nearly 2 combos, and I don't have a single bleed. It took me probably, I think it was about 12 hits before I finally started to get bleeds on. But now the damage is starting to build up. We've got an invulnerability boost, so we are safe to push him a special 3, but the fight is basically over now. We're just going to slow combo this. Now, the idea there was I was actually waiting for him to get to 18%, but I threw it just a slight bit too early, so it wasn't unblockable. But it doesn't matter. We still get him down in a very respectable 38 seconds, I believe it is. Yeah, so overall, a very good war. We did manage to beat ZEEN today. We did lock in and managed to pull back a win, which is very, very good for us. But that's going to do it from me. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're on Twitch, follow in the description link below. And I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye for now.